up, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to another reaction video.
Hey guys! You love balls! Just admit it already!
What do we do, whore? Sis? Oh my god. Oh my goodness! I am! Oh, the birthday, Mamma Mia!
We just got engaged!
And the bad stuff is I'm forever alone.
You're not forever alone, you have me for an eternity!
Here's a fun fact about myself. I'm turning 19 in like 3 days. And not only does that mean I'm gonna be called an unk by 25.1% of you, but doing some simple math shows that I was around 6 or 7 years old in 2013. And it just so happened that a certain video game was completely blowing up on YouTube at this time for its infinite possibilities at content. You got Stampy in his lovely world, Team Crafted as the real dream team, Captain Sparkles in his music videos, and Dan TDM.
Here's the bread that you asked me to get, and you can now go make me a sandwich.
And while I am part of the generation that absolutely indulged myself in mid-2010s Minecraft YouTubers, and Sticko, back then, there was one certain creator that dominated them all. And that was popular MMOs. Once an obscure, ordinary gaming YouTuber became one of the classics of Minecraft YouTube and defied most of my watch history on there even until today. With the return of his content after almost 2 years, I had to stop whatever I was working on and celebrate his return with this very video. Now, there are already like 28 minus 1 videos explaining his entire rise and downfall, so I'll instead focus on his impact on me personally, because it goes much deeper than whatever the fuck his ex-wife used to spit out of her mouth.
It's a baby albino monkey.
Michael J.
If you didn't already know, Popular MMOs, aka Patrick Julianelle, was a family-friendly YouTuber focused on Minecraft mods, maps, and challenges with his partner Jen. But before all that, he started his YouTube channel in May 2012 to help promote his website, popularmmos.com. Rest in peace, popularmmos.com. These early videos were mostly reviews and guides of various games like RuneScape, Rift, Forsaken World, and World of Warcraft. But finally, just a month later, he would finally make his first video on Minecraft. Classic. A version that was discontinued 3 years prior. Well, at least it was free, right? They don't even make a sound when I place them. And just a week later, he would finally start making videos on the actual game, beginning the end of the era when popular MMOs played popular MMOs. Not gonna lie though, it is weird seeing him make a series on completely vanilla Minecraft because his videos would eventually evolve to mods and mods and mods and Minecraft Skyblock 2.1 with... holy shit. But for now, we have his OG survival series and Happy Wheels for some reason.
And here we go. Oh shit.
But yeah, let's move on to right at the start of 2013. Because not only would he start some of the most iconic series on his channel, but this was roughly when I started watching his channel on my mom's iPad. Yes, I was an iPad kid, unfortunately, and the first video I watched was this one. And because there will be a lot more iconic series from him over the years, let's rank them all on a tier list. Starting with Epic Proportions, which was just a regular survival series but with like 800 mods installed. Now I'm gonna make some fans mad here, but I really didn't care much for this series for the same reason I didn't care much for Stampy's Lovely World. It was just one continuous gameplay and I prefer more episodic series that don't need me to watch in order. This includes all the other modded survival series he did like Skyblock, Tekkit, that weird real life series.
Ah shit, I think I broke my fucking hand.
And I'm sorry to say this, The Crafting Dead. Twice. While he did add iconic characters and challenges to make a later series more entertaining and provide more characters for his graphic novels. Wait, they have their own graphic novels? It still wasn't enough to hook me in. C tier for clueless on where to put this in the tier list, so it's at the bottom tier. Don't at me, honey boo boo.
Honey boo boo! Dinners!
Now, his mob battles were somewhat entertaining since they revolved around betting on who would win in a fight and always losing in my parlays, but they were kinda peak with the mutant mobs. B tier. And to round this era off, we got his OG mod showcases. And you know it was peak when his most popular video still is a mod showcase. While they weren't the funniest videos in the world, it was a lot of fun to explore what crazy stuff could be added to Minecraft. If I actually had the money to buy it instead of having to play that game. A tier. And with that, it is time to move on to 2015, which I personally call the start of this channel's golden age. You see, at this point, he had done a large portion of his content alone, despite having been in a relationship with Gaming with Jen, aka Jen Nefer Flag, for multiple years. And in May 2015, they officially announced their marriage, and Pat finally included Jen in every single video since then. Now, for me, Pat recording alone just felt like any other Minecraft mod review YouTuber. But him recording with Jen introduced me to chemistry that I couldn't even dream of learning from class.
Oh my god, there's a creeper behind you about to blow up all your diamonds!
You got Pat, who loves the stereotypical guy stuff, and Jen, who likes the stereotypical girl stuff and failing. Like a lot. And even though they're both super different, they're also super alike with their immense fun while playing together, their appreciation of fans, and their unhinged sense of humor.
Next time she comes, I'll scissor her!
I will say that one negative during this era was their pitch shifting voice over time, and it gets to a point where it just feels intentional just to appeal to a younger demographic.
Do you remember the technique you used?
Yeah, it's called hump your way out, push your ass in.
But this is just a minor pet peeve, and with so many iconic series being made at this time, and having 2 uploads every single day, changes like this didn't really bother me at all. Especially with just how many of the series relied on one single block. In May 2012, the Lucky Block mod was first released for Minecraft 1.2.5 and only added one simple block that can drop literally anything from a wooden hoe to a diamond block. And as Minecraft blew up over the years, so did this mod as it was reviewed by popularmmos in November 2013. Little did he know that this one mod would get hundreds of videos and multiple series made about it as other people made their own Lucky Block mods out of it. And personally, I gotta give my favorite one to this paint splattered block because it could drop stuff like this.
Oh my god.
Oh, and apparently someone made a Hello Neighbor Lucky Block. Oh, okay, man. With the random drops from these blocks, Popular MMOs made 4 separate series with Jen surrounding it. Starting with Lucky Block Races, where each player had to break every single lucky block on their track before the other. Definitely fun to watch, especially when the map maker decides to make every block super unlucky and make them explode every 5 seconds. A tier. Next up are the Lucky Block Hunger Games, where they had to kill each other using what they got from the block. I didn't watch this series too much as a kid, but I've been rewatching it so much recently because of just how many iconic moments took place in them.
Those things, those potions,
Lucky potion.
the lucky potions, because they're over penis. I mean, oh god! Wait, are we fighting each other?
Oh, this is the Hunger Games.
What are we doing? Oh, peace, sweetie. I need to win this one.
If you don't, you're seriously in trouble.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Spank you. I'm just kidding, okay?
You made me blush.
I blush too. Are you ready for this?
A tier. After that was Lucky Block Bed Wars, where they had to break each other's bed and kill them using what they got from the blocks. Since this was the newest series of the 4, these videos had them at their loudest but funniest yet, seriously making me question if they were even sober recording these videos.
And this
Absolute S tier for sure. And of course, the most iconic of the bunch was Lucky Block Challenge Games, where they had to last as long as possible in an arena while summoning more and more crazy mobs. Now, this series was genuinely like a B tier in terms of engagement, since most fans skip out in the arena fighting part. But I have to give it an S tier with just how iconic Pat's arena is and how fun the Lucky Block segments
Come
are.
on, Beacon! Yes!
What?
Oh yeah, no!
And did I mention all the spin-offs this series made? I mean, Noble Plus was on a roll with some of these bangers like Pedophile Challenge Games, Pedophile Challenge Games, and Donald Trump Challenge Games. Wait a minute. One more note I can mention is just how overpowered the Lucky Blocks became over time. Because I mentioned earlier about that insane chest drop, but what about a massive sword that does infinite damage? Yeah, I'm sorry, Jen, you stand no chance. And speaking of Jen, let's speedrun some of the other series Pat did with her in this era. Find the button maps were simple but hilarious. B tier. Hide and Seek showed how blind Jen was, B tier. Dropper Maps just confirmed that they were not sober recording any of these videos, A tier.
Here we go! Oh my goodness! I am! I was the boom trap on the...
Reaction videos were the only time they had a face cam, A tier. And burning maps weren't my cup of tea back then, but I'm not gonna lie, having to survive longer than the other player in a burning potato took my interest just a few weeks ago, and now I've watched almost every single video on their playlist. Nothing I can say except, god damn it, S tier.
That's even worse than Donald Trump being president.
If there's some series I didn't mention in this tier list, I probably didn't watch it myself, so feel free to argue about how wrong I am in this tier list in the comments below.
The steak is shipping!
If you were a fan of them back then, this was the definition of peak content. Enjoying 2 hilarious uploads from them every single day. Although I will say that I personally stopped watching them at around early 2019 because I finally grew out of their videos. And fell right back into Dream SMP content in the pandemic, but that will be for another time. But thank God I left early, since 2019 would mark the beginning of the end because of a bombshell. On May 7th, 2019, Jen actually won a Shorty Award for Best in Gaming, and both of them actually reacted to it a few weeks later. But something felt a bit off.
You have made such an impact in the gaming community, you and your husband. And really just...
And unfortunately, the worst news came literally the day after, when they announced that they would be breaking up since Jen wanted kids and Pat didn't. And when I heard of this news, that was the final nail in the coffin. And I, and many other people, didn't come back to their content until years later. In retrospect, the divorce was the best possible thing that could have happened to them. Having a child completely changes your life, and I'm happy that they decided to go their separate ways instead of arguing over it and forcing someone in an unhappy relationship. However, this didn't change the eventual downfall of the channel, which didn't take place immediately since, for a while, the videos felt unchanged. But if you see the number of videos done in 2019 onwards compared to previous years, something definitely felt off. Like they slowly didn't want to make videos together anymore. This weird gray zone of content continued until around 2020, when other people started replacing Jen, to many fans' disappointment. First, there was his editor in the challenge games, then his female friend Haley in a dropper map, then his other female friend Tia in Bed Wars, then there's that weird era when Pat made videos with Craner of all people, and lastly we have his next girlfriend, Eleni. And oh god, the next 2.5 years would be a complete mess starting from here. In December 2019, this woman first appeared in his videos as a friend, but as she slowly appeared in more videos, it became more and more obvious that Eleni was his new girlfriend who was going to take some of the stage away from Jen. Now, I'm gonna confess that even as I'm writing this script right now, I still haven't watched a single video of him with Eleni, because the entire reason I watched him was for his chemistry with Jen. And honestly, it still feels like a fucking sin to even look at them, especially after knowing how much of a weirdo Eleni would become for creating a toxic relationship and lying about a lot of stuff that Pat had to combat with his own videos. Even after being proposed to, Jesus Christ, man. But hey, let's play devil's advocate and see what Eleni had to say.
Hey, what's good?
Never mind, is that a goddamn matcha latte? For simplicity's sake, the back and forth mess that Eleni made that even got Jen involved ended in mid-2021, and she was eventually replaced with Liz. And with another girlfriend in the videos, I'm sure this one will be a keeper, right?
Oh my gosh! Oh my...
Holy shit, what happened to this man? Once again, I gotta oversimplify here, because I'm legit tearing up myself seeing my goat at such a low point in his life. But essentially, Arrest 1 was related to battery during an argument while drinking. Arrest 2 was another battery charge for Pat allegedly chasing Liz down the street while being intoxicated. Arrest 3 was that viral YouTube clip of Pat appearing in court for being friends with a guy who ran across an NFL football field. And Arrest 4 was that viral bodycam footage of Pat lying on the sidewalk since he got lost finding his girlfriend's house while drunk. And can I say how much I fucking hate these fucking police officers for making fun of this fucking guy for making millions of dollars from fucking Minecraft? Who fucking cares about the way he makes his money? He's clearly not doing well mentally. But all you assholes care about is, ooh, he plays Minecraft, the game my 5-year-old toddler used to play. Holy fucking shit, I wanna know who these people are because, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna fucking... Okay, that's enough swearing for one video. Also, he got arrested 2 more times after this, so safe to say his YouTube hiatus from 2021 onwards wasn't going to stop anytime soon. But hey, at least his new book was released, I guess. Now, by 2023, I came back to popularmmos to check up on who I used to watch. And I was very disappointed to see what happened to my internet dad. I initially assumed he just moved on from YouTube without Jen, but damn bro, after seeing him appear in court like that just hits different, man. It taught me that life isn't all sunshine and rainbows, and that bad things do happen to people when you least expect it. So I guess that this is the end. Thanks for a great 8 years of content, but I guess he really is tired of it all. In September 2025, Pat finally returned to YouTube after years and years of severe alcohol addiction. Like, I'm talking 50 shots a day severe. And no, this was not caused by his divorce, but the problematic people he hung out with after. And I'm happy to say that while he has relapsed, he is still fighting hard for sobriety, and has shifted content to talk more about his life during the past few years. Oh, sorry for making those sober jokes earlier, whoops. And honestly, I don't mind if he just straight up quits Minecraft content to go more IRL, because let's admit it, his golden days with Jen are over, and everyone who watched him back then have now grown up. And I feel like making Minecraft content after all this time just feels like pandering rather than evolution. In retrospect, what made popular MMOs so special to me wasn't just his funny antics with Jen, but also just how much respect he gives to his audience. He didn't talk with sophisticated language, but didn't baby his viewers either. He didn't swear in most of his videos, but he still made crude jokes with Jen that make for a great rewatch. He always played maps made by his fans and never made fun of their grammar or lack of knowledge. And most importantly, his videos were authentic. And the laughs that he had with Jen were real. Sure, both of them played a louder persona with the cameras on, but that's just a consequence of being on YouTube for multiple years. Trust me, I can vouch for this. But involving my six-pack? It really shows how the best type of kids media is media that appeals to all ages. Just like how a lot of former kids shows are also still loved to this day. And I really do respect how open Pat has been with these new videos, since it shows how he didn't treat his audience like moneybags, but as real people he wanted to entertain. For most of my relatively short life, I was never really the type to fit in with others, so having Pat and Jen to make me laugh really made my day. And it's really heartwarming to see all the support for him on TikTok. Genuinely got kinda emotional going back to their older videos, because it really shows the good influence he has made on so many people, even if it's just for simple Minecraft videos. Sure, we can have high-skill productions and animations for entertainment, but sometimes we just want to step back a little and enjoy the simple pleasure of friendship. Thanks for watching.
5 or 6?
6 of them.
6, 7 is out of control.
Okay.
And hold W to go forwards and just smash shit. I mean, smash.
What?
Can you open it?
No. Wait. Okay, maybe. If I just.
Alright, so basically all you have to do, guys, is just click on the ground. If you want to destroy something, you click there, and then it happens. Did she just do it?
I clicked on
Oh my